My name is Alexandra, and I live in Brooklyn, New York. I'm a hair and wardrobe stylist, and I have an online vintage store. The online vintage store is women's fashion from mostly the 60s and 70s. It kind of became a thing because I loved vintage shopping for myself, and I would find things that wouldn't necessarily fit me, but I was like, somebody will love this. I currently live in a 500 square foot classic walk-up apartment in Brooklyn.
Alexandra is rethinking her living arrangements and feels her $1,050 a month rent could be put towards a more long-term investment. So she's decided to buy a tiny house.
I really want to incorporate my online store into a mobile store with my tiny home. So I'm not only looking for a place to live on the road, I'm looking for a place to work.
While she plans to eventually travel with her mobile store, she'll make Brooklyn her home base.
When I'm here in Brooklyn, my tiny home will reside down by the water and all of the warehouses and buses that stay down there.
Are you excited for vintage?
Yeah, I hope that we find some good stuff for the shop.
Oh, me too.
My really good friend Ashley is going to be helping me find my tiny home. She's going to be my realistic help.
You know, initially I thought it was a little crazy. I have some concerns about you finding the right amount of space just for you to be comfortable and be happy.
Ooh, look at the fringe on this.
Oh, that's kind of jazzy.
My budget is $25,000. It's so tiny and it looks like a cottage. The style of home I want is something that's very vintage, kind of funky, lends itself to my brand and my personality, and will also attract customers because people have to see it. I like this extra space by the window. I feel like it would be really cool for display area too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Storage is very important to me. I need to have mirror space for clients to try things on and, know if they want to buy from me. And I also need space for my own things. The kitchen isn't as important to me, but I would like to be able to minimally cook. So cute. I love that one. I have no reservations about going tiny. I'm just really excited to see what's out there that could work for me and what can make my future tiny home living really exciting.
For some guidance, friend and real estate agent Charles Mazalatis has offered to lead the search for Alexandra's new tiny house.
In New York City, we see lots of tiny spaces. Considering Alexandra is very open-minded in what she wants to see, I think she'll be good to work with.
Today, he's showing Alexandra a tiny option that's far from traditional.
I have a really special place for you.
Okay.
We're gonna see a tiny house bus.
Oh my gosh, it's like a magic school bus.
It's a magic school bus.
Is this supposed to be a home? I had no idea that Charles had this in store. Who would have thought of a tiny home in a bus? Whoa, that's insane. How big is this?
Well, inside you have 200 square feet, and it's completely mobile, which I think is pretty good for your needs.
Do you think you can drive this?
I think I could totally do it. How much is this?
This is actually right on point in your budget at $25,000.
Oh, wow. Well, hopefully it doesn't need much work on the inside.
Yeah.
I think I would have to paint it for sure.
Oh, that's easy. You could easily do that.
Otherwise, I think it would look really cool in Brooklyn.
It would. Just imagine with the right colors, you got a little pop on the street.